To discuss her children's faith-based books, we're joined by publisher Veronica Caballero of Theotokos Kids. Veronica is also an EWTN colleague. She's part of our outreach team working as a bilingual content creator. Veronica, it's great to have you here with us to talk about your company and your books. You and your husband started this publishing company 2 years ago. What motivated you to do this?
Yeah, Montse, I'd like to begin by saying it's a complete honor to be here with you and to be able to share about this incredible project with our EWTN family. Yes, we began this endeavor 2 years ago, and what motivated us was a need that we saw in our own Catholic family. Our oldest was 9 months old to a year old, and she was diving into board books. I bought her a beautifully illustrated pricey Catholic board book. There weren't many on the market at the time, and it was a picture book. And she was reading through it, and I think the first time that she read through it, she ripped out one of the pages, and I took it away from her at once, and I said, we'll take this back out in 10 years. But obviously I was sad because I wanted her to receive this formation, and I wanted her to be able to enjoy these beautiful illustrations on the faith, but she wasn't able to because of her age level. That was one. And then another one was, even though we stumbled upon some Catholic resources, Catholic books, none of them were in Spanish. And two priorities for us were very important in raising our children: sharing the beauty of our Catholic faith and sharing our Latino culture. And so it was very difficult for me to read stories to her, and having to translate on the spot, it was uncomfortable for her. It was a little strange for me. And so we knew that we needed some resources in Spanish, because we only speak to ourselves in Spanish at home. And so thus was born Theotokos Kids.
Now, why Theotokos?
Theotokos, because my family has always been very Marian. When we got married, my husband and I, we went to Our Lady of the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico City to consecrate our marriage to the Blessed Virgin Mary. And everything that we do is for her son, through her intercession, through her, for her, with her, and in her. And so if we started this endeavor, we knew that it wanted to be for her as well. And then also Theotokos is Greek for the Mother of God. And so how fitting that this name would be Mother of God, a ministry for little ones. Right. And so that she would be able to help Catholic parents raise their little ones in the faith through this ministry as well. And so, and we wanted it to be fun. So we could have just called it Theotokos Kids, but we wanted it to be fun. And so it's Theotokos.
I love that so much. I love the spirit of what you're doing. You're an American company that is trying to meet the needs of the Hispanic community, especially young Latino families. How is Theotokos part of this necessary outreach that the church and the laity need to provide?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So in just some recent research that I've been doing, and now with it being National Hispanic Heritage Month, some research that I've done from Dr. Hoffman Ospina from Boston College, the Department of Theology from Boston College. He has said that 71% of the growth of the U.S. Catholic Church since 1960 has been Hispanics. Hispanics account for 40% of the 78 million Catholics in the U.S. And in the U.S., 60% of Catholics under the age of 18 are Hispanic. Yes. And so these are incredible numbers when we learn them. And it's even more incredible or alarming to know that the resources for Hispanic Catholics, for this large growing community in the Catholic Church, are zero to none. There are almost no resources for Hispanic Catholics to be able to grow in their faith, to be able to lead the church in the future, to be able to lead, the church to heaven, and even less for children. And so just being a Hispanic Catholic family here in the U.S., we saw this need, and we knew that something had to be done about it. And we joyfully answered the call, and we're joyfully here creating more resources for families just like ours that have the same need that we do.
Absolutely, an important need. Well, you have a new Marian collection featuring Our Lady of Guadalupe and Our Lady of Fatima. Why do you think these two apparitions are key to passing on the faith to children?
We do. So Our Lady of Guadalupe is a patroness of the Americas. She's deeply beloved by Hispanics, Hispanic Catholics all over the world, but even more so in the U.S. And so we knew that this had to be one of our first books that we launched in the Maran Collection. Also, because she's near and dear to our heart. Like I mentioned, we consecrated our marriage to her on our honeymoon. And then Our Lady of Fatima is actually a personal favorite apparition of mine. When we found out we were expecting our second little girl, we went on pilgrimage to Our Lady of Fatima and chose her name after Lucia of Fatima. Her name is Luciana, our second little girl. And so the messages that come about from these two apparitions are beautiful ones that I'm excited to share with little ones. Each of our books focus on a central theme or virtue or foundation, basis of our faith in a theologically appropriate way for little ones. And so the message of Our Lady of Guadalupe is that of trust in our Blessed Mother. It teaches little ones to really trust in her and love her and fall in love with her in a tender way, just like St. Juan Diego did. And then the message of Our Lady of Fatima is one of listening to our Blessed Mother, heeding to her call in the messages that she gives, Our Lady of Fatima, and to pray the rosary daily. And so these are two important messages that I'm excited to share with little ones all over.